You think you have to be outdoorsy to enjoy camping, but that is a myth. A myth I wasn't even aware of because of my lifetime of camping experience. I didn't realize the legitimate concerns of those who didn't grow up camping like I did. For my first 22 years, I went camping with my family. Those trips were our vacations. We'd pack up the car, hit the road, and enjoy one of Southern California's beautiful campgrounds. Each site always had a picnic table, fire pit, and a parking spot. The campgrounds all had bathrooms, mostly flush toilet, and running water. My mom cooked on a classic green Coleman stove, and we had block ice for all of our refrigerated goods in our similarly classic green Coleman cooler. What I remember most about those trips is my family's joy and relaxed energy. Life could be stressful at home, but when we were camping, it amazingly fell all away. Everyone had their jobs. My sisters and I would rotate dishwashing, rinsing, and drying. Rinsing was my favorite. And we spent our days taking short hikes, going to visitor centers, having campfires, and participating in junior ranger programs. We sat and read, colored, played cards, and met and played with other kids in the campground. It truly was our family's happy place. Camping felt comfortable and safe, which felt good to me. The outdoors and being in nature was a place where I grew confident. Labels like outdoorsy and hardcore were totally unknown to me. This belief that you need to be outdoorsy to enjoy camping makes people, especially women, avoid nature. You assume you'll be uncomfortable, that you'll feel unsafe, or that you'll be unable to keep up. Those false beliefs keep us from camping, an experience that benefits our mental and physical well-being, one that builds confidence, connection with others, and actually calms down the nervous system. Believe me, I get it. There will always be people who go harder than you. When I started graduate school, for the first time, I was among people who backpacked, rock climbed, and had volunteered for the Peace Corps. To me, those people were hardcore. I learned the term car camping from them. Apparently, all my life calling it camping wasn't sufficiently accurate. Honestly, it was pretty intimidating. And for a time, I felt inferior to those folks, not really outdoorsy or knowledgeable enough to truly rough it like them. But camping is not a competition. There is no reward at the end of the day for hiking the most miles or being the most uncomfortable or showering the least often, unless that is your thing. Unfortunately, today, these stereotypes are stronger than ever. A lot of what you see about camping is people climbing mountains, hauling huge packs, or living that van life. It looks like camping is only for rugged, super confident, hardcore nature people. But that is 100% not true. Human beings lived for thousands and thousands of years directly connected to the outdoors every day of their lives. We are all biologically programmed to be outdoorsy. What we lack are systems that guide us into outdoor experiences that address anxiety and fear of the unknown. I was talking to a friend recently about my camping retreats, and her adult daughter was listening in. Her mom said, "You should do this with me." The daughter gave me a skeptical look and asked, "Is it glamping?" Now, I definitely don't consider my trips to be glamping, but instead of gut responding, saying, "Oh, it's definitely not glamping," I asked her, "What does glamping mean to you?" And it turns out her concerns were about being uncomfortable, sleeping on the hard ground, going to the bathroom by digging a hole in the ground. I've camped all my life, and I have rarely done either of those things, and I don't like being uncomfortable either. In fact, the most common question I get is about bathrooms. People inexperienced with camping assume that they'll have to bring a shovel and dig a hole in the ground. As soon as I reassure them that my trips are all to campgrounds with flush toilets and running water, the idea of coming camping with me becomes a genuine possibility, something they can see themselves doing. So if you've believed you had to be an outdoorsy person, a person who likes being uncomfortable before you could go camping, I get it. For an inexperienced person, that sounds logical. But now you know, the truth is, comfort comes first. You don't need to be uncomfortable. You need a place to feel supported while you learn. Because when you try to camp without support, it doesn't feel calming or empowering. It feels overwhelming. You don't learn the right things, you don't feel safe, and instead of building confidence, you come away feeling even more sure that it's not for you. Let me tell you about Randy. For 2 years, she commented on my social media retreat posts that she wanted to come, but she didn't sign up. She'd always wanted to camp, but she felt overwhelmed by her fears. She thought she had to be confident first, and then she'd be able to enjoy it, which kept her stuck and not signing up. But she wanted to take her son camping and even bought a trailer that she hadn't yet used. Ultimately, despite her fears, she felt reassured by my campfire confidence method and those flush toilets, and she signed up. And when she showed up at the retreat, everything shifted, because these retreats, we go at your pace. At the end of the weekend, Randy shared that camping with Rachel was one of the best decisions I ever made for myself. I did not grow up in a camping family, but I love nature and the outdoors, even though I am terrified of bugs. I felt like I had conquered some of my fears the first time I camped with Rachel. Her best takeaway? I now feel like I can do anything. Thank you. Despite her fear of bugs and that she would slow everyone down, Randy walked away from the weekend confident, relaxed, and excited for the next retreat, because the pace and support matched her needs. And she took that trip with her son and her yet unused trailer and had a blast. What works isn't pushing through discomfort or feeling the fear and doing it anyway. What works is feeling reassured despite your fears and learning skills with the right kind of support. Most people skip that part. They focus on toughing it out or endlessly watching YouTube videos and end up feeling discouraged. So they miss the part where they start to feel connected with nature. We create real comfort outdoors, building that confidence together, not by forcing it, but by creating a space that helps you feel at home in nature. We go slowly. You get hands-on practice with gear, whether it's pitching a tent, setting up your sleep area, getting ready for a day hike, prepping and cooking meals, or building a campfire. You do it with support. We enjoy lazy afternoons as well. That's what Outside the Outdoors gives you. A real way to feel calm, capable, connected, and comfortable in nature. And once that's built, confidence comes naturally. You don't need to prove anything. You just need the right place to begin. Visit OutsideTheOutdoors.com to discover my upcoming retreats and join the email list to stay in the know. You'll see what's possible when you stop waiting to feel ready.